Okay, final stage. Now, just found a little bit of old wax. What I've decided to do is just give it a wax finish and then just polish it with a cloth. Again, you know, you can get a bit of cloth and put the wax on, and then you put the cloth onto the material. This is old and it's hardened up, so all I did was actually turn the machine on and used it almost like soap and polished it over there. It's put a coating on the material, and what I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to polish it off. And immediately we can see we've got nice residue there, but where the wax is coming off, it's polishing up, and it's really fantastic. The idea is we want to get as good a finish as we can. And I'm just repeating exactly what I did with the glass paper. I want to take that off. Obviously making sure that my hands are nowhere near the workings of the machine. Now, you probably can't see this because the light's not fantastic, but there's a real difference between the actual front that I've just polished up and the back. What's happening is that wax, as I'm taking it off, is giving the whole thing a beautiful shine. Whoops. And sometimes it's the finishing that's as important. You can put as many coats on as you want until you're happy with it. I'm probably just going to put a couple on and then leave it, because this is my first example. This can be my test piece that I show to other people. See there that the wax is almost off. I'm starting to get something that looks as though it might have been bought in the shop. Again, what I'm trying to do is keep using new pieces of fabric that haven't got the wax on. So I want to take it off, but I don't want to put any more back on yet until I've seen what it looks like. Let's have a look at that. That is looking fairly awesome. The grain pattern is really starting to come through now. We've still got that lovely little piece there, and that again is looking very, very pleasant. What I might do is put a little bit more on and then again see how that goes. So I'm just going to rub that over very lightly with the wax. Immediately that goes dull as it puts a coat on. And what I'm going to do is I'm simply just going to start polishing that off. Now this time I've actually put less on, so there's less to take off. And the polishing action here is coming from the cloth, which is creating friction against this fast spinning material. It's the fact that I'm trying to slow it down almost that is creating the friction and giving it a nice polished look. Again, keep moving the cloth around. You want a fresh piece to polish. You don't want to be putting more on. And I think that is just about there. I'm actually quite happy with that. That looks lovely. So what I'm going to do now is, obviously I'm going to take that off. And once I've taken that off, just move that to the side. I can unscrew these spacers. I'm going to leave the actual workings in place because I can use those to begin another one. Take the spacers off, and I should be able to take that off. Now that's one part of my pen. Just going to hold that there, and again take that spacer off, and that is the second part of my pen. It might be worth noting here that these parts here, whoops, just dropped that one there. These parts here, it does suggest that you glue those in, and I think the next time I make one, I will actually I'll glue those in first and allow those to dry. And I think possibly for the whole process, the turning and the finishing, that will allow the actual wood to stay more in place, and it might even stop it catching as much. Okay, right. I'll put the pen workings in, and then we'll see how that looks.